Hope. Negate. Abrade. Saw it coming. Target creature control gains hexproof. Which is the one they're targeting? This one. And I think we're good. Go into the opponent, blows up. Yes. Nice. Greetings, happy friends, and welcome back to the MTG Struggle Bus, where I struggle more, so hopefully you can struggle less playing Magic. We're at it again, and this time it's with some Simic tempo. The premise of this deck is to play cheap, inexpensive, low to the ground creatures, and then protect them with a various of cheap interaction. We're doing things that I'll go over in a second, but yeah, just trying to play 1-drops and 2-drops that give us some card advantage and essentially forces our opponent to have an answer while we're only paying 1 or 2 cantripping and having those answers that way. This is my first variant of or build of the deck, so you may see some other variants in the future as we refine the list, but I wanted to get this out there. So without further ado, Simic tempo. Starting off, we're running 9 snow-covered islands and 7 snow-covered forests to fuel up 3 faceless havens. We are running 3 instead of 4 because I do feel like there is a heavy influence on having blue sources. So I kind of felt when I had the 4th one. And because we're a tempo deck, lands coming into play tapped is highly expensive for this deck. So why you're not seeing any of the snow dual lands. All right, at the 1-drop slot, the only creature we are able to run that we like is Delver of Secrets. I did consider the 0/2 with what it's Magecraft. That becomes a 2/2 flyer, right? But I think that's a little too... our deck wants to be a little more reactive. Like, we get our creatures down and then we protect them with our reactive spells. So being aggressive with our spell casting for that guy didn't really work out. So Delver of Secrets is a 1/1 human wizard for a blue. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card. If it's an instant or sorcery card, is revealed this way. Transform Delver of Secrets into Insectile Aberration. This is a human insect. It's a 3/2 flyer. So, very aggressive. Get in there. The rest of the spell suite we're running is Consider, just a way to clean up our draws and get card advantage and trigger Magecraft. It is an instant for a blue. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard. Draw a card. So away later in the game to get rid of lands that we don't need and things like that to make sure we draw our gas. For a playset of Fading Hopes is part of our tempo play. Instant speed for a blue, you get return target creature to its owner's hand. If it's a mana value 3 or less, scry 1. So it's a tempo play, bouncing our opponent's 3 and 4 drops for 1 mana so we can continue to get in there. But it also allows us to bounce our creatures back into our hand to save them from a potential board wipe. We're running 2, and this could easily be, this whole set of spells could be easily interchangeable with whatever fits your playstyle best. I was still kind of trying things out, so that's why you see kind of random 2 and 3 ofs as I was trying to identify what's the best for the deck. You see a Guard Approach is an instant for a blue, choose 1. Tap target creature, or the more important one, target creature you control gains hexproof until end of turn. Another way to, when our opponent spends 3 and 4 mana to try to kill one of our creatures, we could spend 1 to keep it alive. We're running a playset of, 3 Blizzard Brawls, Snow Sorcery for a green. Choose target creature you control and target creature you don't control. If you control 3 or more snow permanents, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains indestructible until end of turn. Then those creatures fight each other. So a way to draw some cards, as I'll explain why in a minute. A way to get rid of some of the not necessary blockers, but yes, sometimes blockers, and also get additional damage in. We're running 3 Snakeskin Veil. For a green, you get an instant that put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains hexproof until end of turn. So a way to make our cheap creatures bigger as well as protect them from removal, yet again, much like CUC, a Guard Approach. On the 2 slot, we're running 3 Jawari Disruptions. That could be a tapped blue source if we need it to. but we can also hold it in hand as a counter spell. For 1 and a blue, you can instant counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. We're running 2 negates, which could easily be 3, but once again, I wanted to play around with that in the next card. Negate is an instant. It is 1 and a blue, counter target non-creature spell. So it counters board wipes, counters removal, and counters Epiphany. Next up, we're running 2 rejects, which is great against certain creature decks like that have recursion, right? Running against those Blood in the Snow decks, as well as Overgrowth Trolls. We're running for 1 of blue, you get an instant counter target creature or planeswalker spell unless its controller plays 3. If that spell is countered this way, exile it instead of putting it into its owner graveyard. So once again, a way to stop recursion. We're running a single Spectral Adversary, but I could easily see this being more of. But, I felt like this was one of the cards we can semi-trim on, but I do like the card. In fact, I also think that I only have one, so that's why I did it. I'm kind of in saving wildcard mode at the moment. But Spectral Adversary is a 2/1 spirit for 1 and a blue. Flying. When Spectral Adversary enters the battlefield, you may pay 1 and a blue any number of times. When you pay this cost 1 or more times, put that many +1/+1 counters on Spectral Adversary. Then up to that many other target artifacts, creatures, and or enchantments phase out. So a bit of pseudo removal to get in there. Another all-star of the deck is Stormchaser Drake. It is a 2/1 Drake for 1 and a blue. Flying. Whenever Stormchaser Drake becomes the target of a spell you control, draw a card. So it works great with all these various buff spells that we have at 1. Great card, a way to get ahead on cards and kind of clear the board and deal damage because they are evasive. Suspicious Stowaway is one of my favorite cards in the new set and why I'm excited to play it. Suspicious Stowaway is a 1/1 human rogue werewolf for 1 and a blue. Suspicious Stowaway can't be blocked, so it just gets in there. Whenever Suspicious Stowaway deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card, so loot effect. But if we flip it, and it coming down as early as turn 2 means you gets the flip quite often, you become Seafaring Werewolf. It's a 2/1 werewolf. Seafaring Werewolf can't be blocked. Whenever Seafaring Werewolf deals combat damage to a player, draw a card this time instead of looting. Fantastic card. It wins us games single-handedly. Great card. And another explorative card, Dragon's Guard Elite, is a 2/2 human druid for 1 and a green. Magecraft, whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Dragon's Guard Elite. And then completely irrelevant text in this deck. 4 green, double the number of +1/+1 counters on Dragon Guard's Elite. You never get to 6 mana in this deck, ever. But it's a cheap card that can get bigger with all our little cantrips, so hopefully it gets us there. And then finally, additional removal / aggro at the 3 slot, which is the top end of our deck. Sweet. Dream Shackle Geist. This is a 1 blue spirit for 3. It's a 3/1, correction. It's 3 Dream Shackle Geist is a 3/1 spirit for green. 1 blue, English, hard. Flying. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose up to 1 tap target creature. So we could tap a flyer, I guess. Or the more important one, the pseudo removal aspect of this guy. Target creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. So it's a way to kind of get blockers out of the way. Or if our opponent is attacking us with a big creature, we can tap it, lock it down as we're still able to attack for 3 in the air. We could try the adversary, or not the adversary, the cemetery guy, I might try it in the mono blue version, but I think this card was stronger. The deck is very tight. We're actually only running 19 lands straight up, and then the 3 Jiraiya Disruptions. So you can imagine how low to the ground this deck is. Super fun, but I will let you be the judge of that. So without further ado, let's dive into the gameplay. All right, well, we have a turn 1 Delver. I think we actually keep this. Hopefully Consider can find us our forest. It's a little awkward, but not the worst. So we can Consider, may actually have to leave up the negate, unfortunately. So we get lucky here. I normally like that. Just have to maybe negate the thing next turn, so let's Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Let's just go ahead and go here and hold, I guess. I think it's more important to negate the potential Cadillac here. Could get punished. That's fine. It's not really, but we have consider. All right, fair. And they're playing. All right, fair enough, opponent. Not looking good for the home team. Need some fading hopes or something here. Let's go ahead and see. Brawl is not going to do it. We can pitch that. Drew another brawl. Consider reveal. Okay. Let's see. Play Stowaway. Alright, well, we're for sure going to get in there. Question is... Yeah, I think we just Stowaway at this point. Scoot Swarm. Alright, nice. There's a good chance we're just dead here. Alright, we need Fading Hope. Fading Hope. Let's see what we can draw here. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate for all kinds of reasons. Alright, so we're not dead. We can leave up Negate and Fading Hope. Alright. Get to flip our old werewolf. Yup, we're negating that. Phew, that was big. Only if we had gotten on the board a little bit sooner, I think we would have been in... Oh, I guess I should have stopped them from drawing a card. That's awkward. Yeah. That doesn't help us. We bottom that. Yeah, they drew 2 cards. They definitely didn't need to. Alright. So let's see. I think we're just dead, right? Play a land. They have a blocker. We can only brawl 1. Brawl 1. Then they still have 4 attackers. We have no way of gaining life, unfortunately. Let's consider. Gerard Disruption. Don't need that right now. Faceless Haven. Guess we could draw a card. Yeah, we needed just like to get just a scotch ahead. So I guess the turn that we played that we left up Negate is what cost us the game. Maybe I think we could have gotten there if it wasn't for that, maybe. Interesting. On to the next one. Delver plus Stowaway with counter magic seems like a win to me. Let's see if this will get us there. I think it can go either way, but alright. Feel like control might be a good matchup for us. We just... I don't know if we leave up Negate for the rest of the game. Double Delver. I think we still just get on the board with a Stowaway. Get him for 1 and then try to leave up Negate. Reject's probably not going to be a big player in this game. Negate, though, I feel pretty good about. Especially if they let us negate their divide by 0. That'd be pretty huge. Alright, no divide by 0. Nighttime, yes. They let us untap. this is a bounce, I think we are going to counter it. Drake. Decline. Guess we could have considered in response, but I really want to leave up negate for the rest of the game, so we're just going to get in there. One's going to braid. We're going to negate that, go up a card. Get in there, and then we replace the card. Feels good. Another negate. Nice. It's unfortunate because it would have flipped our Delver, but that's okay. Alright, so they're going to have divide by 0. Let's see if they wait on their turn. Oh, nice. Jeez. Do we just double? Delver? I guess we attack first. That's probably a better call. Come on, give me a land. Give me a land. Fade can save one of our guys. Oh, man. Decisions, chat. Let's Delver and send it back. Hope I don't get punished. If this is a burn down the house, I'm going to feel a little silly. I mean, divide by 0. Okay. Science. Fair. So they get rid of Knight, unfortunately. Hopefully we can flip these two. Let's go ahead and consider. It is a forest, which is our third land that we kind of need, but I also want to flip our Delvers, so I think we just... Okay, do we get lucky here? Another land declined. Decline. Good job from our opponent thus far. Let's go ahead and just play another Delver and leave up negate at this point. Get in there. Man, this game, what a difference if we had been able to flip our Delvers at any point. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our opponent's got pass. Okay. Triggers. It's night again. That is Tash. Missing. Opponents all the time in the world here. Let's go ahead and get in for 3. And then probably Stormchaser, right? I think Stormchaser is correct here. If they counter it, fine. Unexpected windfall, sure. So they're going to try to go off, and we have the negate. Feels pretty decent. I think we have a chance here. If they target our Stormchaser now, we just got to let it happen. Though, if we can flip Delver, we can win next turn. Just got to flip. 2, 3. So they have negate back up if they choose to. That resolves. We're just looking for stuff that stops our attack. Opponent not doing anything. Fair. Alright. Come on. Flip. Flip, I say. Yes. We did it. And we have... Yes. Do we get there? Put any number of cards from your hand on the bottom. Yes. That's fine. Because they're looking for a Cinderclasm, and we have the negate. Is our opponent going to concede here? Fading Hope. Negate. Braid. Saw it coming. Target creature you control gains hexproof. Which is the one they're targeting. This one. And I think we're good. Go into the opponent blows up. Yes. Nice. Almost good enough. This one looks pretty good until we don't have an island. There we go. Keep this. And I guess we can consider on one, but that's also like the weakest card we have. I think I'm still gonna tuck it. That's a little it's a little bit of a problem, right? Running out our Stowaway into that, we may have to wait till turn 3. Burn, alright. Yeah, I mean, it's not my favorite thing to do, but I think we need to make sure they can't just, you know, because they're going to have burn. Oh, jeez. And no fading hope, unfortunately. Yeah, this is pretty bad for the home team. At least next turn we could play Dream Shackle, tapping down like the Hulking Bear. That gives us a little bit of reprieve. I mean, we're taking 5, probably 6 here. Okay. That worked out a little bit. No. Jeez. That's a lot of damage. So I think we're dead. So we can tap one, hit the other, right? I think that has to be the play. Here. Killing one, and we just gotta deal with the Flame Breather, which is unfortunate. Tap here. Get in there, draw discard. Think it's Jurari. The next turn we could play Drake and leave up Negate. It's gonna be pretty darn close. We need our opponent to whiff here. Is that a land? If it's a land, we may have a shot. We may have a shot. The problem is they know we can't block. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, chat. Wow. I mean, it's still early, right? They're at a really high life total. But here, play Drake. We have Negate. We could play Spectre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They play another land. Do we just negate here? They can't flip it back into day. Oh, this is close. This is so close. I almost wonder if we shouldn't have played Drake so we can phase out the Flame Breather. They're thinking about it. They're thinking about it. No pause. Fading hope. We can bounce and fire up the Haven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check for a fast spell. No pause. Bottom Haven. Fire up the Haven. go to combat, keep this guy tapped, go in, and we took this one down. Nice. I was not expecting that. So this one is a little awkward, right? But I think our opponent's on the play, which is unfortunate, but I think it's worth trying out, right? Because we have pseudo removal. We can draw a card off of Drake if that stays alive with our Brawl. Seeing mono green on the other side doesn't feel... actually, it could. It could, because they only have Brawl. So our Shackles may be able to do some work. Our Shackle guys. Fair opponent. We could reject here, but we need to get on the board. Now, if this is Overgrowth Troll, we're going to feel a little bad. Okay, so they have the Brawl. Fair enough. We will take it. They don't have the Brawl. So, how about we draw a card? We could Brawl next turn. Leaving up Reject. Go in for 3. Send it back to the opponent. Overgrowth Troll. Reject answers it cleanly. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Nice. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Play here. Brawl again. Draw another card. We get to consider. Go into the red zone. Hit our opponent for 3. And then play Dream Shackle. Don't tap anything. I want to do it while our opponent's tapped out. I didn't want to get wrecked. If they just have... Okay, Overgrowth Tool doesn't do it. Doesn't do it. We get another land. We could still consider. So, let's go to the red zone. Target creature doesn't untap. Hit our opponent for 5. Play Faceless Haven. Play another Shackle, guys. Leave up Consider for next turn. Our opponent's at 9. Oh, man. I mean, this can go south very quickly for us, right? But... wow. Double Brawl, doing some work. Drawing the cards off of Stormchaser Drake. Really sweet. Alright, they're going to kill one of them. That checks out. Can't do anything about it. Do you have another one? If they do, I mean, one good turn deserves another, right? So that's unfortunate. That does change the clock significantly in their favor. Consider. We don't need another face. Alright, come on. Come on, Snakeskin Veil. Snakeskin Veil. Oh! Man, that's pretty darn good. Not gonna lie. That gets rid of our removal. Oh, we were 1! We were 1 shy. No! Can we fire this up and still leave both up? We can. Okay, perfect. Oh, man, that's so... I had the right idea. Just execution was a bit poor. Alright, we still have it, actually. We still have it. Our opponent can fire up Faceless Haven. It's not enough to kill us. We can negate. I think we've got it. I could be wrong. We have protection for our Snakeskin Veil. Oh, man, what a game. What a game. What a game. Our opponent's in the tank. This is going to be close, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be close, but exciting. Magic's freaking awesome. Search your library for up to 2 basic lands. Negate. And our opponent scoops it up. Yes. Ooh, Simic tempo, baby. Man, we finally get to see our Fading Hopes and our Elite, and we don't have a Forest, but that's fine. We're going to keep it. We have Delver plus Drake, so that's one way we kind of go the distance. Let's see if we can flip our Delver early this time. That would be kind of nice, right? Kind of actually get to do the stuff and things. Decline. In there for one. Let's Stowaway because there's a chance of them playing blue that they don't have a spell this turn. Blue-black. Ooh. Alright, we need that negate. Come on, negate. I mean, we do have Fading Hope to save one of our cards, so maybe we run out the Drake. Only problem is then they could Meadook for one. That puts us on a pretty bad spot. But obviously, bouncing Drake lets us to replace the Fading Hope, and we save our dude. So, we'll see. Oh, yes! Yes! Oh, man, better lucky than good. Better lucky than good. Wow. That's funny. Into the Royal. You're going to bounce it and draw a card. Oh, so they're not running Meathook. This is the tempo deck, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to negate that. Not a land. Alright, fair. This is the Lear combo, right? So they're gonna play the 3/1, the Witch. The Witch. I don't think the Witch runs Divide by 0. Fair. Fair. I mean, I guess maybe that was the better card to play, but we were gonna have to play our mana anyways. Brawl, man, come on, deck. Alright, let's attack first. Maybe we get our third land that way. Yes, excellent, excellent. So now we can go Drake, leaving up Fading Hope, I think is correct. Hold Consider if we get green for our Elite. Divide by 0. I don't think it fizzles, right? If we bounce our dude, I don't think it fizzles, unfortunately. So, fine. They're going to out-tempo us here. Back-to-back divide by 0 is fair. Pitching Jawari Disruption, interesting. So, we're going to consider here. Yeah, they're definitely running. So, at least we have the Lear, or the Fading Hope for Lear. Let's consider... There's another island that does let us play more things next turn. Yeah, I think we want to draw that. Reject. Reject may do some work in this, actually. Let's go here. Let's get in there. And just do Stowaway, I guess. We're going to leave up Reject because countering Lear is pretty important. Opponent's going to do us the courtesy of flipping it to Knight again, so thank you. Yes, there we go. That's what we like to see. Sadly, they're probably going to target the Wolf over the Drake, but we'll do what we can. Though, that is nice. So, we're still doing pretty good against this black-blue control. Oh, yes! Target creature gets hexproof. We draw a card. Cantrip. We have something else. That's not surprising. Fading Hope of the Wolf. That seems fine. They bottom. I like that. We get another Drake for our troubles. They take 2. And once again, I think we just Delver here. and keep the reject, unfortunately. And maybe I'm being extremely conservative, but I don't know. Verdict. Okay, so Fading Hope. Let Delver die. We draw a card. There's our green. Alright, there's another green. Our opponent scoops it! Yes! Yes! Oh! The value train of this deck. I like it, I like it. Well, this hand doesn't have any creatures in it, so we definitely gotta ship it. There we go. We can keep this one. And we can, I guess, tuck a Consider. Yeah, let's just Consider right now. Negate, yeah, we'll leave that on top. That's exactly what we want. So the question is, are we gonna Drake? I think we just play Stowaway. Blue-black again. Let's see if we can repeat our success. Problem is they have a lot of cheap interaction, but if it's the tempo deck that plays Leer to kind of get, you know, it's a little rough. Okay, zombies, fair. Alright, Justice off the top. Ooh, Fading Hope's not bad. Alright, let's get in there. A land. I kind of like a land. So let's pitch Brawl, unfortunately. And then play a land, play a Drake. Send it back to our opponent. They're not going to let us flip Stowaway, so it may be up to us to flip Stowaway. Maybe we try to do it next turn. Fading Hope. I'm trying to think of how we play this. Headless Rider, okay. Trying to think if it's worth bouncing the Headless Rider. Interesting, interesting. And I don't think our opponent realizes they can't block that. Ish. Play another Drake or Jwari Disruption? I think I'm going to play another Drake. Leave up the Fading Hope. This is going to be close, because this deck can get very aggressive very quickly. Necro. Oh, man. That would have been freaking huge. Darn it. Jwari Disruption would have been ginormous there. Do we bounce that? It's a great tempo play for us. And then... Wait, why didn't it flip in the night? Man. They get to make two of those guys. It pumps this guy, but we're ahead on tempo. What's another one that punishes us, right? We may want to keep this for the Lightning Scob. No, because it gets two of them now. They haven't been attacking for some reason, which is extremely odd to me. I guess we just hold. Alright, cool. So, well, let's attack first. Another Fading Hope. Feels pretty good to double Fading Hope them. We just get rid of Disruption? Feels a little bad, right? I hope I don't regret that. I hope I don't regret that. Negate, Disruption. Feels pretty good about things. Okay. Yes. Disrupt that. That was huge. So, in order to not flip our werewolf... Oh, wait, that is two spells anyways, right? So, our werewolf's definitely going to flip. So, I guess... I kind of want to bounce Headless Horseman, honestly. And I think we do. I think we could take 4 because that's more expensive and chokes their mana more. We don't get to... Oh, we do get to scry. Alright, we don't need another negate. We can bottom that. Famous last words. Of course, we draw our elite. Lol. Alright, let's get in there. Huh. This is just going to be a chump blocker, right? They're kind of dead next turn if we don't play anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's close, but we have Fading Hope. Man, them flipping, that was awkward. Yeah, let's just pitch that. Play that and send it back. I think we have it, though. Headless Horseman, okay. Worst case scenario, we can always bounce the champion. That's a little awkward. Oh, but okay, they can't draw here. Are they gonna draw here? Okay, I feel good about this. We're still a point shy, so maybe those brawls are gonna be detrimental to us. We get to scry with Fading Hope, so like our opponent's doing something super cool here, for sure. Super neat. Oh, they let us draw? Oh, opponent. Oh, that's right. They can't afford it. That's right. They can't afford to draw. Okay. We could bounce one of the guys so they dig... or whatever. Oh, we got the Jiraiya Disruption too late. So you do have to be careful about that. So we're going to bounce their champion. And then we get to scout. So bounce the champion, scout. That's a land that does not help us. So bottom that. And then like we could bounce. That guy making two of those is a little annoying. But I kind of like the idea. Bounce land doesn't do it, so bottom that. Man, so close. So close. We can make two blockers, though. Jiraiya Disruption. These guys can't kill our dude because I kind of want to keep up both Jiraiya Disruption, but we got to play two blockers, right? Oh, this is super awkward. I think we just got to fill the board to make sure we don't die this turn, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So let's just pitch the Disruption. Play the untapped land. Play guard. And then leave up negate. They only have one more card they could play. So let's just play two blockers. Because if our Stowaway survives, we win. Man, this game has been close. I think we're good. They drew a land, so they have one card left. These guys can't kill us. And I think our opponent knows it. Right? So we block the threes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, Exacxes. No. Oh, the damage we took. So I need to leave a Drake back. Nice. Oh, man. That one turn we could have negated the Necrodualist. Necroduality? Whatever. Oh, I think we could have won that game. I think we could have. Gonna ship it. Here we go. Keep this and double Delver. I guess we could tuck the Dream Shackle. Go Delver and then Stowaway and then leave up Negate. Rats. Fair. Can we flip? No. Unfortunately, but that's okay. So what? So maybe Golgari, right? Golgari Finn? Yeah. Okay. So this is a... another land. Decline. Do we want to leave up Negate? I think we just draw first. Maybe we do trade, actually. Ooh, Fading Hope. That actually... you feel pretty good about life. So let's play our other Delver and send it back. And then we can leave up Negate / Fading Hope. If they attack with the rat, we may block. Our opponent does nothing. Do we flip? We do not. Decline. Decline. Attack. Opponent can block here if they want. If they do some shenanigans, we have Fading Hope. Draw an island. Draw an island. Murder. So we can Fading Hope and replay it, or we can negate. Let's just negate. I think I like negating here. Spectre. Okay, fair. So Spectre lets us phase something out. They're gonna Crippling Fear. Fair enough. Fair enough, opponent. Do we get in for 4? We can. And I think we do. So fire up the Haven. It looks like it's tapping correctly. Get in for 4. So maybe it's not a Fin deck and that was just a blocker. Fair. I could have misinterpreted the board, and that's not an issue. So we had the negate for that. So we sequenced our cards. Oh, yes. Reveal. And now I feel pretty good. Feel pretty good. We could fire up the Haven again, right? And our opponent scoops it up. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. There you go, guys. So I feel like this is going to be a super fast video. Not going to lie. But yeah, the deck is fun. It's pretty inexpensive. Let me look at it real quick, actually. So rares, this is interchangeable. Rares. Okay, so there are some rares. That's, you don't have to play the adversary. Yeah, all right. I think, yeah, you know what? I will go ahead. No. Man, I don't know. Because I had some games where I definitely was on the back foot. You know what, though? The fact that it's fairly cheap, right? Like, the Stowaway and the Elite Guards are pretty much the 2 key cards in the deck. I think all the other... Geist is pretty good, but you can swap that out. Right? I think everything else is uncommons. Even, I think, Faceless Haven is somewhat interchangeable if you wanted to. Yeah, alright. This deck's a 4. I think this deck is a 4. No mythics. It's fairly inexpensive. You can kind of mix and match a little bit cleaner if you so choose to. There were definitely a couple of 1-mana counter spells I was looking at, but they were a little too situational. So, yeah, I think this deck is solid. You could definitely climb with it. Like you guys saw, the games are very quick. So even when you lose, you kind of can re-queue and get back in there. So I think the deck is strong just because it gets underneath. The mono-white matchup is kind of iffy. It really depends on where the Brawls and the Snakes and Veils come in, because Fading Hope doesn't quite do as much when everything in their deck costs 1 and 2. So I will say that. I feel like we have a good matchup against the mono-green, like you guys saw. And then Control, just, we're doing too much too fast for Control, especially being able to leave up Negate and whatnot. So yeah, I think this deck is strong. I like it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Expect a mono blue variant of the deck in the future. But until next time, as always, happy gaming.